I am back with another 9.1 mount guide, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the mount Darkmaul. This is a Shardhide, a new kind of beast type that can be found within Korthia, and this is somewhat easy to get, but there are some RNG elements behind it that might cause you some pain points, but overall a pretty straightforward mount to obtain. So the way this works is there'll be a friendly mob within Korthia, which I'll be showing you now, called Darkmaul, and what you need to do is feed Darkmaul Tasty Mawshrooms. When you feed it a Tasty Mawshroom by kind of targeting it and using the item, you'll then end up riding Darkmaul for about 2 minutes, and that'll count towards you kind of being friendly with Darkmaul. You need to do this multiple times. For me, this was 6 times. Someone from the Secret Finding Discord said it took them about 5, but they're not 100% sure on that. So it's somewhere around that point. Either way, multiple Tasty Mawshrooms, and eventually you'll use the Tasty Mawshroom and you'll just end up with the mount in your bag. So now onto the slightly tricky part is getting your hands on Tasty Mawshrooms. So the way this works, there are kind of treasure nodes called Invasive Mawshrooms within Korthia. There's 5 of them total, so 5 different spots that you can loot. And inside that kind of mushroom, it has a chance of giving you the Tasty Mawshroom. You can loot all 5 of these spots once per day. So you can go to the far left one, loot that. You can go to the far right one, loot that. You can loot all 5 of them once per day. But once you've looted all 5, you'll have to wait until the next day. You can't loot the same one 5 times in the row either. It's each one once per day. However, though, the Invasive Mawshrooms do have somewhat of a respawn timer if someone else has looted it as you're going towards it. That might change for live. But right now, if someone gets to it before you do, then it'll go on a respawn timer of about an hour-ish. So you might have to wait for one in particular and hope you get it. And then you're also dealing with the RNG of getting a Tasty Mawshroom out of the kind of treasure as well. The drop chance didn't seem too bad on these though. It's not super high, but it definitely didn't feel super low either. I'd say a good like 10-20% chance. So definitely pretty fair on getting yourself the Tasty Mawshrooms. Once you have a Tasty Mawshroom, you'll head over to Darkmaul, you'll click on it, you'll use the item, and then you'll end up riding it as mentioned before. Darkmaul right now has no kind of respawn timer, it's always there. I was able to use a Tasty Mawshroom, ride it for 2 minutes, and then go back to where Darkmaul should be, and it was still there waiting for me to use the item again. And that brings up another point, you can use multiple Tasty Mawshrooms in one day, and that doesn't seem to have any kind of effects or impacts, as the last day that I got the mount, I used the Tasty Mawshroom and then I used another Tasty Mawshroom right after that, and that was the day that I got the mount. So that pretty much confirms that you can use multiple in a day and it's not going to give you any negative effects or make it prolonged basically. But yeah, keep getting yourself the Tasty Mawshrooms, feed them to Darkmaul, and once you've fed him enough, you'll get yourself that new Darkmaul mount. Outside of that, look out for more guides coming soon. Thanks for watching guys, see ya!